Step into the world of Rohan Kanhai, a cricket legend whose name resonates with passion, skill, and unforgettable moments on the pitch. But there's much more to this iconic sportsman than just his illustrious career. Today, we'll take you behind the scenes to explore Rohan Kanhai's lifestyle. From his elegant home to the net worth he's built over decades of dedication and success. Whether you're a die-hard cricket fan or simply curious about the man behind the legend, this video reveals the full story of Rohan Kanhai like you've never seen before. Let's dive in. Despite his iconic status in West Indies cricket history, the exact net worth and income sources of Rohan Kanhai remain unclear due to a lack of detailed financial records from his playing era, which spanned from the late 1950s to the mid-1970s. In a time when professional cricket salaries were modest, typically a few $100s per test match, Kanhai carved out a respectable career both internationally and in English county cricket. His tenure with Warwickshire was particularly fruitful, where he scored over 11,000 runs and notched up 10 seasons with more than 1,000 runs, peaking with 1,894 runs in 1970. Though county contracts then offered a fixed salary with occasional bonuses, they were still modest compared to today's standards, with annual earnings estimated at £1,000, £5,000, or roughly $10,000, $50,000 in modern terms. Kanhai also played a pivotal role in the West Indies' 1975 World Cup win, contributing a key 55 runs in the final. Yet, the financial rewards from that victory were limited, with team prize money reportedly ranging from £4,000 to £10,000, split among all players. Following his retirement, Kanhai transitioned to coaching, eventually becoming the first national cricket coach of the West Indies in the early 1990s. Though coaching salaries were never publicly disclosed, estimates suggest earnings between $10,000 and $50,000 annually. Taken together, Kanhai's earnings reflect the realities of elite cricket in a pre-commercial era. Successful, yet far from the multi-million-dollar figures associated with today's stars. Rohan Bolalal Kanhai, born on December 26, 1935, in Port Morant, Berbice, in what was then British Guyana, now Guyana, rose from humble beginnings to become one of the most iconic figures in West Indies cricket. Raised in a small rural Indo-Guyanese community on the Quarantine Coast, Kanhai's early life was shaped by modest means and the strong cricketing culture that thrived in his region. His family, of Indian descent, traced their roots to indentured laborers brought to the Caribbean during colonial times, a common history for many Indo-Caribbean families. In the dusty fields and uneven village pitches of Port Morant, young Kanhai developed a love for cricket that would set him on a historic path. From an early age, Kanhai showed both passion and flair for the game. With no formal training facilities, he relied on local matches and informal games to sharpen his technique. His batting style, which would later become known for its flair and unpredictability, was forged on these rough grounds. He became known for his aggressive shot-making and unconventional stroke play, including the famous falling hook, a dramatic, back-leaning shot that became his trademark. Kanhai made his first-class debut at the age of 19 during the 1954-55 season, representing British Guyana against a visiting Australian team. Even though statistics from his earliest matches are limited, his talent was unmistakable. Within just a few years, he made the leap to international cricket. On May 30, 1957, at Edgbaston in Birmingham, he played his first test match for the West Indies against England. Batting in the middle order, he scored a composed 42 against a fierce bowling attack led by Fred Truman and Brian Statham, an impressive start that hinted at greater achievements to come. His breakthrough moment came during the 1958-59 tour of India, where he smashed his first Test century, an astounding 256 in Calcutta, now Kolkata. That innings, part of a memorable 217-run stand with Garfield Sobers, not only showcased his ability to dominate international bowling, but also established him as a mainstay of the West Indies batting lineup. Observers, including legendary cricket writer C.L.R. James, praised Kanhai for his stylish, inventive batting, a mix of grace, aggression, and fearlessness. By 1960, Kanhai took a major step by joining Warwickshire in England's county cricket system. He adapted quickly to the different conditions and became one of the most successful overseas players in the league's history. Over his career with Warwickshire, he amassed nearly 12,000 runs at a remarkable average of 51.62, still the highest for any batsman with sustained involvement at the county. His peak came in the 1970 season, when he scored 1,894 runs at an average of 57.39, including several centuries that thrilled local fans and solidified his legend. On the international stage, Kanhai delivered consistent performances throughout the 1960s and early 1970s. He played a key role in the thrilling Tide Test against Australia in Brisbane in 1960-61, scoring 54 in the first innings. He notched 2 centuries, 117 and 115, during the 1963 Tour of England, and his record includes centuries against top teams on challenging pitches. Kanhai became known for his versatility, excelling against both pace and spin, and for his ability to anchor innings or counterattack as needed. Even as he aged, his cricketing instincts remained sharp. In the 1975 Cricket World Cup final, at nearly 40 years old and with grey streaks in his hair, Kanhai played a vital role. He steadied the innings with a half-century before Clive Lloyd's explosive performance took the West Indies to victory. That final appearance marked a fitting conclusion to his playing days on the world stage. Kanhai's leadership qualities also came to the forefront toward the end of his career. He succeeded the great Gary Sobers as captain of the West Indies, leading the team with a quiet but determined resolve. After retiring from international cricket in the mid-1970s, he stayed involved in the sport and made history once more in 1992, when the West Indies Cricket Board appointed him as the team's first national coach. He initially worked with the under-19 team and later the senior test side. Although his coaching tenure lasted only until 1995, when Andy Roberts took over, his presence was seen as an important step in bringing experience and stability to West Indies cricket. In recognition of his contributions to the sport, Rohan Kanhai was inducted into the ICC Cricket Hall of Fame in 2009, joining the ranks of the game's most celebrated players. Next, let's explore his house now. House in Guyana. Nestled in the heart of Guyana's lush and tranquil landscape lies the elegant residence of cricket icon Rohan Kanhai, a property that not only reflects his lifelong connection to his homeland, but also blends the warmth of tradition with the convenience of modern living. Surrounded by verdant greenery, this 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom home offers both serenity and strategic accessibility. Though set in a peaceful enclave, the home is located close to major transport links, making it the perfect retreat for those coming from long journeys or heading into the bustling capital of Georgetown. The location offers a rare balance: quietude amid nature, yet within easy reach of urban energy. Stepping inside, visitors are welcomed into a spacious and tastefully designed living room. Here, comfort takes center stage with ample space to relax, host guests, or unwind after a day's work. The room sets the tone for the rest of the house: warm, inviting, and thoughtfully arranged. At the heart of the home is a modern open-plan kitchen crafted in a sleek European style. Outfitted with state-of-the-art integrated appliances, the kitchen makes daily cooking both a joy and a convenience. Adjacent to this is a well-placed pantry, where a washer and dryer are tucked away, simplifying household chores without disrupting the home's overall aesthetic. A practical and noteworthy feature of the property is the separate caretaker's quarters. Equipped with bunk beds, a dedicated shower, and a standalone sink, this space ensures that staff or extended guests are comfortably accommodated without encroaching on the main living areas. Upstairs, the first floor houses 3 of the home's 4 bedrooms. Each room has been thoughtfully designed for rest and comfort, incorporating personal touches and decor that speak to both taste and functionality. 2 of the bedrooms feature an open ceiling design that reveals the home's timber roof structure, a stunning architectural highlight that brings character and a sense of spaciousness to the upper level. This home is more than just a place to live. It's a reflection of Rohan Kanhai's enduring love for his country and his thoughtful embrace of timeless design. Personal life. Rohan Kanhai, one of the greatest batsmen in West Indies cricket history, has kept much of his personal life out of the spotlight. In September 1963, during the West Indies tour of England, he married Phyllis Brenda Haig, a woman from Blackpool. Their wedding, held in the week leading up to September 15th, attracted some public attention, with photos of the couple published by Memory Lane Prints and Mirror Pics, showing a relaxed and happy moment in Kanhai's otherwise high-pressure sporting life. Beyond this rare glimpse, however, Kanhai has remained notably private. Details about his children are limited and largely unverified. One online genealogical source, MyHeritage, lists a daughter named Budani Sitaram, née Kanhai, reportedly from a relationship with someone named Rukmin Kanhai. Yet, no reliable records or public confirmations support this claim, and there is no verified documentation of Rukmin as a spouse or partner. Kanhai himself has never publicly discussed his family in interviews or memoirs, choosing instead to focus on his cricketing journey. Controversy. Rohan Kanhai, one of the most respected figures in West Indies cricket, is remembered not just for his brilliance with the bat, but also for navigating a career that occasionally brushed up against controversy, though never of a personal or scandalous nature. In the early 1970s, Kanhai captained the West Indies cricket team during a time of growing political influence in regional affairs. Particularly in Guyana, his home country, the cricketing world was not immune to the racial tensions and political pressures of the day. Guyana's then Prime Minister, Forbes Burnham, was alleged to have tried to influence cricket team selections based on ethnic lines, an issue that sparked concern across the Caribbean. Kanhai, an Indo-Guyanese, found himself in a delicate position, representing a team in which race and national pride were increasingly politicized. While Kanhai himself refrained from making public statements on the matter, some cricket insiders have suggested that the political interference and social divisions of the time may have contributed to his decision to retire from Test cricket in 1974. Although a decline in form was a factor, the broader climate of unrest likely played a role. One notable incident during Kanhai's final years as a player occurred in 1973 during a Test match against England. After a controversial not-out call, Kanhai was visibly frustrated and reportedly displayed his dissatisfaction. The incident led to a brief standoff with English umpire Arthur Fagg, who felt disrespected and refused to take the field the next day without an apology. Kanhai declined to apologize, and although the matter was resolved shortly after, it underscored the often tense relationships between players and officials, especially in high-pressure international matches. Following his playing career, Kanhai returned to the game in a new capacity. In 1992, he was appointed the first-ever national coach of the West Indies cricket team. His hiring was seen as a significant step, bringing a seasoned and revered figure into a mentorship role. Initially, he coached the under-19 team before moving up to the senior side. However, his coaching stint was short-lived. By 1995, he had resigned and was succeeded by fast bowling great Andy Roberts. The reasons for his resignation were not widely discussed in public, and his tenure as coach did not attract the same attention as his playing days. Throughout his career, Rohan Kanhai managed to avoid the kind of personal controversy that has plagued many sports stars. Instead, the issues surrounding him often stemmed from larger political and institutional challenges in West Indies cricket. His story is one of quiet strength, navigating turbulent times with dignity, both on and off the pitch. If you enjoyed this deep dive into who he is, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. What aspect of Rohan's life intrigued you the most? Let's keep the conversation going. Thank you for watching this video and see you in the next videos. Goodbye.